Hello!
Hello, iOS fans!
It's the agents of Beastgrave.
And tonight I'm bringing the Chosen Axes.
Ooh, and I'm going to be the Wurmspat. So the Chosen Axes, Robin, really?
Well, I just thought, I haven't played the Chosen Axes for ages, and we've got one follower in particular who keeps wanting us to play them. And I thought, why the heck not? We're in this crazy world where the game's kind of not stagnant, that's the wrong word, being too far, but static, and not much is happening. We've played the Godsworn Hunt. What could I do that's worse than that? So I thought, well, I'll go for the Chosen Axes just to see what they're like. Now, of course, events have conspired against us slightly, because on this very day, a new far list has hit the thing. So these decks are already out of date, but we thought we'd crash on with them because we did a live chat, which hopefully you saw when that was out. But so we thought we'd carry on and play just one game with these decks and see how they go. And of course, Pete, you bought the Wurmspat.
I have.
I know they're very close to your heart. I mean, they're definitely in your top. I don't know.
Top five.
Where do they
Definitely
fit?
top
'Cause
five.
I'm going to say you've got so many first loves.
Yeah, well,
that, I think you're just a bit of a ladies' man, really.
they're definitely in my top five. Possibly fourth because there's Skaven and Skellies and Reavers. I love these guys more because they're Nurgle than they're good. Or at least they're more that they're Nurgle than I'm good with them.
None of the warbands you play because they're good. Though.
Well, that's true. That is true. So Nurgle I've always liked, and that's why I've got them. And also Tom took them to the third place in the Vassal tournament a little while ago, and I thought,
yeah, but he's good.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing. I'm wondering, can a good deck make a bad player average? And that's what I figured I'd try. Now, obviously, like you say, the far list has come out, and that destroys this deck. I think it now has 9 restricted cards in it because of that. So, I mean, there's a reason why they're restricted.
This one has 6. They got 3 extra.
Yeah.
So yeah, I based this deck off of Zach Newcomb's deck. He was on Path to Glory podcast talking about how to play the Chosen Axes. He's played with them a lot.
Yeah.
I'm worried that the deck has a high skill ceiling, a bit like probably the Wurmspat one.
Yeah.
I think you probably need to play quite a lot of games to fully get there. And of course, I played none at the point of recording. So and I did change it a little bit. There's a couple of things I didn't like, but I forgot where I was going with that now. Sorry.
There probably wasn't anywhere they were going with them. But so if I say, we've both got decks made by fairly skilled people and we're both shy. So I guess we'll see how we do with it.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. He only has 2 restricted cards.
Wow, okay.
And I added an extra one and changed something that I wasn't. I thought, well, I'm not going to use that. So he's the one would still only have 5 restricted. This one has got 6.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out which of us is the better worst player, which of these is the better worst decks, and which one is the better worst warband.
Yeah, my money's on you, just because the Inspire condition of this warband is so hard.
That is going to be a factor in this game, I think. But then
and I forgot what yours is. Yours has just damaged me 3 times.
3 people have to take a wound. Yeah, 3 enemy fighters have to be wounded.
Yeah.
So well, I guess we'll find out.
Yes.
So we'll see you in the Beastgrave.
More.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Ooh.
Here we are, all set up and ready to roll.
Yep. I think I won ball roll off. I think, or I feel like you won.
I won and I could pick, and I decided to longboard it because
you did, yeah.
This is one of these things where I read the whole guide that had been written on how to use this deck, and I think this is the right thing to do here in this situation, but I guess we will find out.
Did he even bother to tell you what to do in the circumstances against Chosen Axes?
Oddly not, but he did say against offensive warbands,
okay.
so that gives me something. So we're all set up. Now I've got Fecula, Golgok, Septimus here, and you've got all your guys about as far forward as you can possibly get them.
Yep.
And we'll show you our cards as well. So these are what I've got.
I've got picked up dice already to roll off. I'll show you what I've got.
Sorry. Show you my cards first. I don't know. I've kept all of mine. Maybe it's the wrong thing, but we'll find out. If you want to show yours.
Okay, I've got that one. I kept mine again. Possibly the wrong thing. So Zach, if you're watching, sorry. He's already thinking, that's why because one of my cards that I didn't want to come, that I put in the deck, that I didn't want first turn has come out. And he'd be like, that's why that card's not in there, you imbecile.
Yeah, bloody idiot. So it's time to roll then, see who goes first. Now, obviously, I finished setting up first. So if you don't get a crit, it's all on me.
Oh, I didn't get a crit.
No crits for you.
Take a chance. Take a chance.
I think then I will let you go first.
Oh, will you?
I will. You.
Will you?
I will.
Will you?
Stop stalling.
My first activation, I'm going to move Mad Maegrim onto here.
Okie dokie. And into your power step.
And my power step, I've got nothing to do.
Okay, I'm going to play Encroaching Shadows and do a wound to Tefk.
Okay.
And nothing from you?
No.
I've got nothing else either at the minute, so I'm going to go on to my first activation. I'm going to move Golgok 1 onto that objective there.
Okay.
And nothing in my power step right now. So it's up to you or your turn.
Okay, I've got nothing in the power step.
Okay, your second go.
On the second go, I'm going to move Vol onto there.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay. I have nothing either. So on to my second go. I'm actually going to draw a power card, I think. Well, actually, yeah, I'll draw a power card.
Okie doke.
That one. Ooh, and I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Collapse. I'm going to do a wound on Vol on the other side there.
Okay. See what you're doing.
Lucky card to pick up. And in my power step, well, it's up to you now, my power step.
Okay, I've still got nothing.
Okay, so I pass as well, so it's on to your third go.
My third go, I'm going to move fuel onto there.
That just adds fuel to the fire.
Absolutely does, because I've scored temporary victory.
With the dwarves?
Yeah.
Disgraceful.
Got to try and stand on objectives. Might as well get some glory for it.
That is true. So you've got 2 glory already. On to the power step then. Do you have anything you want to play?
I do not.
Okay. I don't either, so I'm going to shoot at you with Fecula. I'm going to zap-zapparate at you, or rather I'm going to spewelate at you. So it's 2 swirlies I need.
Okay, 2 swirlies. Or rather, swirlies.
Yes, sorry, just swirlies. So 1.
Oh man. Okay.
1 wound.
Yeah.
I will push you back to there.
Okay. Oop.
He takes a wound now as well, and that does mean that all 3 of my peoples are inspired. But nothing in my power step right now.
Okay, I'm going to play Faneway Crystal on Tefk.
Ooh. Okay.
And then it's a risk because you can just shoot him off, but I'm going to use the Faneway to move him onto there.
4th go, yeah?
Yeah, 4th go.
Anything in your power step?
Still nothing.
Okay. For my 4th go then, oh sorry, in your power step, I'm going to distract.
Oh, you jammy
I'm
bastard.
going to distract Tefk over to there. Nothing for you, I assume?
No.
Okay. Then on my 4th go, I am going to charge with Fecula.
Okay.
3 forwards onto there. Kamikaze time with Fecky. I'm going to use her spew attack.
Okay.
2 dice, and I need swirlies. Or a crit.
I need a crit or he's dead.
That
Both
could
my
be
defense rolls have rolled off.
Yeah, they were really close and they've both gone off. So I do, as a result of that, I score 1 for killing you. I score 1 for unexpected pitfall. And I score 1 for bold conquest.
Wow. Did you score bold conquest because you...
Leader made a charge action in that activation and your leader's holding an objective.
Oh yeah, you haven't got to kill anybody, have you? No, that's right.
Yeah, just make a charge. So I scored both of those and I killed you.
Okay.
Well, that was quite lucky of me.
Well, I suppose that's the design of the deck, isn't it? It's kind of this thing of if a deck is good, it works. Not it works itself. I'm not implying that you not doing anything, but it just works.
Yeah. This is what we always find with these kind of net decks is if you can hit upon the thing that makes them good, then they're good. That's just how they are.
Yeah.
So in the power step, I'm going to put sudden growth on Fecular.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but frankly, she's very close to a very annoyed, stubby little man, so that could go badly for us soon. Over to you.
I have got something. No, I'm not going to do anything at the moment.
Okay. So we're on to the first end phase then. And you went first.
Yeah, I've scored nothing.
Oh.
I've got all the wrong cards coming out.
It's not good.
I'm going to get rid of Hoarder. I'm going to get rid of Uncontested, and I'm going to get rid of Unstoppable Advance.
Uncontested is
Be on 2 and you on none.
Alright.
I can't see that happening. It's an interesting one. I can see there are circumstances where it might occur, but I can't see it happening now. Just because I've been longboarded and where the things are, I can't see it.
I was quite lucky with the distraction as well, I think.
You were incredibly lucky with the distraction. And I think the weakness of this deck is that it doesn't have very many cards like that. So once you are on an objective, like, well, I can't get you off that, so I can't score uncontested.
Yeah, that does make it trickier.
But you were quite lucky because you wouldn't have been able to score Bold Conquest if you didn't have the distraction.
No.
And
I would have scored Bold Contrast. I wouldn't have scored the other one either.
No. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to put Prize Vendetta on Fuel, and I'll choose Fecular as she's standing right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get rid of Jealous Defense because I just can't see me being able to stand on an objective and hit you. I'm going to get rid of Jealous Defense. I'm going to keep the other 2. So I'm going to draw 3 new power cards and 3 new objectives.
Okay. I'll show them ones off.
Okay. And of course the 2 that I've got are now inspired.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's Volorok Bane and Mad Megrim. Over to me then. I've scored Spread His Blessings, which is scoring an end phase if your warband holds 1 or more objectives in enemy territory. That was the other reason I needed to get onto that objective, so I was triply jammy on that respect. I'm not going to score over my others, but I'm going to keep hold of them. I'm going to put Great Fortitude and Great Strength both on Septimus.
Okay, he's right at the back here, isn't he? Yeah.
He is at the moment. And then I'm going to draw up 1 objective and 5 power cards. I'll show them off. I'm not sure about the cards I've got. So it's on to round 2 already.
Yeah.
So you want to roll and see what you get? Or one of each?
One of each, yeah, okay.
So what can I get? Oh, not enough. Just a couple of doubles. So it's over to you to decide.
Oh, it's tough, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna, I'll attack you with fuel.
Okie doke. So turn 1 for you. Fuel's going to slap Fecular in the chops.
Yeah, so it's 2 dice.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what the dice say to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play Spectral Wings. Still nothing for you, I presume?
Still nothing for me.
I'm going to also play Unstoppable Tread, upgrade on Septimus, which is, after this fight's activation, push them 1 hex.
Okay.
And then if you've got nothing, I'll go on to my first go. I'm just going to move Septimus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there.
Okay.
And then after his activation, I can
push him another hex with unstoppable tread, and I'll push him to there.
Okay.
And I will score calculated risk.
Ah, I didn't see you.
So he runs through a lethal hex, so he does take a wound, which could be dangerous, but I do get another glory. And I pick up another objective. Ha. Okay. And over to you. I've got nothing in my power step.
I'm going to play Slaying Blow.
Oh, what's that one?
Now, if I get a crit, then I do double damage.
Oh, that could one-shot Fecula, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Ow. Okay, I've got nothing to play in relation to that.
Okay.
So your turn 2.
I'll attack with fuel.
A hammer. So it's 4 damage base, isn't it? No, 3 damage base. So I need a shield to stop this. Nothing. That's 3 damage?
Yeah.
Ow. And are you shoving her back?
Yes.
Okay. Anything in your power step?
Yeah, I don't really want to do this, but I think I probably should. I'm going to play... Oh, no, I definitely should. I'm going to play Treasure Lust.
Ooh, what's that one?
It's push somebody up to 3 hexes as long as they land on an objective. So I'm going to push fuel to there.
Hooky day. I'm going to put Potion of Rage on Sepsipus.
Has he got a rage of 2?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to play Regal Vision to inspire.
Fuel.
Fuel, yeah.
Here we are. Okay. I've got nothing else to play.
Okay.
On to my second activation. Okay, I'm going to, with Sexpus, I am going to attack Fuel then.
Okay.
Just going to stab from there, and I will use the potion. So it's going to be 4 hammers, 4 damage. Four hammers. So you need that crit. No. And the dwarf is gone. He went in a bag somewhere. I'm not sure which bag he ended up in. I've got nothing to do with my power step.
Okay, no, I've got nothing like that. Is it my fourth turn?
Your
My
third go.
turn. My third turn.
He's only got 3 wounds left now.
Yeah, but Vol only does 2 damage. Oh, no, it
Does
does
he?
3 damage. No, it does 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll charge Vol. Go on.
Vol's going to go Fecula.
Oh no, you've already flipped it. Okay, so it's 2 hammers, 3 damage.
Move Sexipus. I should have moved Sexipus. Oh.
Okay, well I have actually got a card for that. I've got Oath Swarm, which means if I fail, I can have another attack.
Thank God for that.
1
Ooh,
hammer.
1 hammer. Does he have cleave?
No, he's got knockback.
Okay. Oh, 1 shield. You can push it back if you want.
Oh, might as well.
And nothing in your power step?
No.
Okay, I'm going to then put the Tome of Offerings on Sexpus.
Okay.
And then for my third go, I'll have a swing at Vol,
Okay.
which is just 2 hammers now. But
Okay.
the way I'm rolling, that might not matter.
No.
Oh, there's a crit. There's another dwarf in orbit. Gonna land on the board again. Oh no, he's stuck in nothingness over on the side there.
Okay.
I get 2 glory for that one.
Okay.
And I'll shove him 1 to there as part of his unstoppable tread.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing in my power step.
Left. Okay. I'll just draw a card.
Okay, show that one off.
Okay, that might have been useful earlier.
And nothing in your power step, I presume.
No, I've got nothing.
Okay, so my 4th go, I might as well charge Fecula 3 forward to there.
Okay.
and have a quick pot shot at Mad Magrum over there. 3 swirlies. A swirly.
Okay. I don't think I've made a defense.
I'm wrong. And she actually uses lightnings when inspired, so there was 1 lightning, 1 swirly.
I don't think I've made a defense roll yet. Oh no, I haven't made one this time.
That's
Right,
another wound on it.
Okay.
I'm going to leave him there though.
Okay. Oh, that means I've scored a card.
Oh,
score this immediately after an attack action that targets a friendly fighter holding the objective if that friendly fighter is still holding that objective.
Oh,
in your face. I am back.
50% glory increase.
Yeah, haha, baby.
You got to pick another objective up.
Right, this is going to be that one where you score 1 billion cards. What's this? Oh, is that good? No, it's not good. Right, okay. I'll put survival instincts on Magrim.
Okay, so he's effectively permanently on guard now.
Yeah.
I'll put the virulent blade on Fecula.
Okay.
We're on to the end phase. You went first.
It's almost certainly pointless, but I'm going to... didn't score anything. I'm going to get rid of Bold Conquest and I'm going to get rid of a Claim Retaken, which I possibly could have scored, but I can't now. So... I say that, actually. I'll hang on to that. I'm going to get rid of a Ferocious Charge. Technically, I could score it. If I kill Fecula, I could score it, but he's only doing 2 damage. And it's just, I think it's unlikely against this warband. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'll draw 2 new power cards, 2 new objectives, and 1 new power card. No, not 1, 4 new power cards. So there's 3 more.
You want to show off what you got?
Yep.
No, not really.
Well, I've actually got, half decent cards. Can't score any of those.
Don't. Okie dokie, so over to me. I scored opening gambit for 1, but that's it.
Okay.
I haven't scored anything
I'm not
else.
sure you're going to score that much more. Because I've only got 1 dwarf left.
So I've drawn 1. I'm going to keep all my cards I've got. I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to draw 5 power cards. I'll show them off quickly. I really don't know what to do with those. Okay, so it's time for the 3rd round roll-off. Oh, let's create a double. Nope, so it's over to you to decide.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of team effort and draw a new objective.
Team effort does seem unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, all my characters are going to do the thing, but unfortunately it's 2 or more. And the power step, I'm going to play Shifting Reflection.
Okay.
And go all the way down here. Oh.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Love that. Okay, I'm going to play Lethal Ward and do a wound to you.
Oh, mean.
Back over to you.
Okay, I'm going to do nothing at the moment.
Okay, I'm then going to play Unnatural Truce.
Okay.
I'll get 2 cards.
Get 1.
This one and this one. Anything for you?
No.
Okay, I'm then going to play Steady Advance. I'm going to shove both of these 1 hex that way. You got anything else you want to play?
No.
Okay, I'm going to play Frenzied Search and get rid of the Fameway Crystal.
Okay.
Pick up 3 more cards. I've only got 2 left.
That's a sign of a good deck as well. You've got to play through it.
Yeah.
And
at that point, I will score Frantic Exchange.
Ah, nicely done.
So I get glory for that one. And just pick up a new card. Anything for you?
No.
Okay, I'm then going to play Restless Prize.
Okay.
I'm going to take this objective out here and shove it to that way.
Okay. I'm going to play Restless Prize.
Put it back?
Yeah.
Okay. This is why no one bothers taking Restless Prize anymore. I'm going to put this Cryptic Companion on Golgok over the back there. And then on my first turn, I'm going to put Golgok on guard.
Okay. On your first turn. Right.
Yeah, my first activation.
Okay.
And that's it for me. I've got nothing to do in the power step.
Okay, well, my second, I'm going to draw a... I'm pressing the wrong key. I'm going to draw a power card.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good time to get that one.
You're like, oh, thanks a bunch.
Blazing Soul.
Nothing in your power step?
Nothing in the power step, no.
Okay, so my second go, I'm going to get rid of Swift Capture.
Okay, I've got that too.
So I'll get rid of that one, and I'll draw a new objective. Didn't want that one there. And nothing in my power step.
I've got nothing in the power step.
On to your third go.
Third go, I'll draw another power card. Man. I'm looking for a great fortitude, but I didn't get it. Okay, I've got nothing.
I've got nothing either at the moment to do, so I'm going to, on my third go, I'm gonna charge with Septimus.
Okay.
Charge there. Either all over in a minute or it isn't.
Okay.
So 2 hammers. Nothing.
Okay. Sorry, before the attack roll, I need to play this card, and I would have played it.
Okay, go on.
I'll give. Oh, he's already got a guard token. No, has he already got a guard token? Yeah.
No, your guy hasn't. So you would put guard on him.
Yeah, well, he's on guard anyway because he's got survival instincts on him.
That's a good point.
But I do get to re-roll a defense dice.
Well, I completely missed.
But you missed
don't have to
anyway,
roll any.
so I haven't got to roll it. But I would have played it because it's before the attack roll.
So that's a charge attack on him, and nothing scored for me. So onto your fourth go. If you got nothing in the power step.
Nothing in the power step. I will just my fourth and final go. I'll take another card. Tome of Offerings. Nothing.
Okay. I've got nothing either. So on my fourth go. Actually, no. These really boring cards. I don't want to keep them there. On my fourth go, I'm just going to charge with Feculity there.
Okay.
And have a shoot at you. There's 2 lightning bolts. 1 lightning bolt.
Hey! Well, I had much more luck
back.
in this third round.
I'll push you back to there instead than as we tied. And I'll use Nightmare in the Shadows to dump you on the lethal hex.
Oh, you bastard.
But that doesn't kill you, does it?
No, it doesn't, but it means I can't score one of my objectives now, so I can't get back on that. I can't get back on that objective. I hate you.
As payback for our Despoilers versus Godsworn Hunt
true.
third round.
That's true.
Okay. Oh, I think last round I should have collected a glory for Golgok.
No, you've only just put
Oh, no,
it
that
on.
was this round. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for reminding me because I'm going to use the Earth Shakes to push him off the objective.
Ah, damn it.
So actually, it's only a net gain of 1 because I would have to have used it to push him back on. So the net gain is 1 because you'd have scored that, but now you're not going to score that, and I'd have scored 2.
I see what you mean there. Okay.
I don't feel quite so bad now.
So we're on to the end phase then.
I've scored fired up.
So 33%
I don't score a
gain.
claim retaken. I need to be on the objective. You screwed me up with having Restless Prize because I kept that in the hope that. But then what I really didn't want was you to have Jealous Defense or something and end up on there and attack me for free.
Yeah.
So I had to move it back.
Well, I moved it out because I had Swift Capture, but the minute you swap the 2 fires over, I couldn't actually score it at all.
I've got Swift Capture as well, but I couldn't score that. What's my last one? Side of Grimnir, which is score this immediately if a leader takes an enemy out of action. It's a good job I didn't fish for that then.
I only scored 1 glory in the end. I got team effort at the end there. Because I've had combination strikes since the second round. I drew that mid-round too, but I've not scored.
What does team effort do?
Team effort is just each surviving friendly fighter has made 1 or more actions.
Oh, I see, because Golgok went on guard, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why I went. That's the only reason I put him on guard.
Yeah.
I picked up Strong Start, which obviously I couldn't score after I fluffed with Sepsippus. and Combination Strike I couldn't score. My other 2 cards was Digging Deep, which I was hoping to get, which is scoring an end phase if you drew at least 4 power cards, which I obviously did with what are they called? Unnatural Truce and Frenzied Search, and drawing an objective card as well. And the other one I had was To the End.
Okay.
Which I scored, so. So I was very jammy at the start though. I think my distraction enabled me to get. I mean, the kill was just icing on the cake, but that distraction helped me score 3 odd glory at the start.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing. Zach obviously has great success with this deck, but maybe I've tinkered with it a little bit, but there's not enough distraction in it. I've got the Earth Shakes and that's it. So if that's not in your hand, you knock me off the objective. I had Jealous Defense, but I couldn't use it because I wasn't on an objective. I had all sorts of objective shenanigans, but they're no good if you're not on the objective.
No, maybe and if you haven't got things to get you on there.
Maybe I didn't place things quite right.
So what was the card you took out and put in?
I took a few in and out. I got rid of Path to Victory.
Right.
And I put in
Hoarders. Sounds like a tough one.
I put in Hoarders.
Yeah.
Which was perhaps a mistake, because I guess they're never going to score high. But I thought, well, there is a chance. I mean, I didn't know you were bringing Wurmspat, obviously. I mean, if you were playing Ghosts or something, I might have got up to having that sort of glory left to score Hoarders. I've got Tome of Offerings, so the possibilities are there. But yeah, Path to Victory, I can see, because I've got Uncontested. And Path to Victory and Uncontested are kind of the same thing. But I just, in my experience with the Godsworn Hunt, when you're trying to kill things, you can't worry about where the objectives are, especially when you only move 3.
Yeah, especially when you only move 3 inspired, you just haven't got the manoeuvrability
so I took
there at all.
Out, but I can't remember what else I changed. I changed a couple of the upgrades, I think. I can't remember what for. But I don't know, I mean, I was unlucky at the beginning.
Yeah, I had everything go the way I needed it to go right at the start.
But I think it shows the power creep a little bit, because I mean, I don't think the Wurmspat are great, but they're a lot better than the Chosen Axes, and it also shows how good Tom's deck is. But if I'm honest, it's a bit boring.
Yeah, I mean, this deck is focused around scoring glory without having to rely on your opponent.
Yeah, so that's not very interesting, because I mean, your opponent doesn't need to turn up then.
No, that is true, but I think it's because Wurmspat are so.
Yeah.
They're not great, so they have to have objectives that they can score without having to worry about their opponent early on, so they can try and get the upgrades on. And it's basically a case of keep somebody far back with the Cryptic Companion to just farm some glory, because you don't have to worry about that, and then basically do up Septimus as much as you can and have him because with Unstoppable Tread he becomes quite manoeuvrable, because every time he attacks he can move.
I had not even noticed that card. Is that a specific card to them, is it?
It's a Nurgle specific one, so it's probably one of their better cards, because you can put it on Sextus with his 2 range attack. He does, when inspired, 2 hammers 3 damage, so he's pretty. Yeah,
he's good. He is Vol.
Yeah, there's just no other way of getting more cards on him.
Extra range. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great deck, but it does rely. It's just basically about getting through your cards as fast as possible, isn't it? Because you've got lots of glory for drawing cards, and
you've got to the end, and you've got Digging Deep.
Yeah, but it's a really nice
Frantic Exchange. Although Frantic Exchange does rely a little bit on your opponent, but if you another bit where I was really lucky, because I had Frenzied Search and Unnatural Truce in my hand when I had Frantic Exchange. So I was like,
I noticed that. I did think when you scored, I thought, well, I've played almost nothing.
Yeah, I just played tons of cards because I just had loads of cards. So had my attack not worked in the middle there, or had I not had distraction, I wouldn't have scored possibly any glory at the start at all.
I think I should have, if I had remembered to re-roll my dice, you see, and I didn't get a crit, I got double assist, then it might have made a difference when I was attacking Fecula, because when Grimnir was alive, I had a few things that were, I could have scored if I killed her, but I had to rely on getting a crit to hit, and you not rolling a shield.
Yeah. Although if you got a crit, it would have doubled up to 6 damage.
It would, but if you got a shield, it would have taken it down by 1, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and she was on 6 wounds, not 5. So yeah.
Yeah, but you know the odds weren't great, but they were possible, and I had re-rolls. But of course, I didn't fail. When I had I was looking. I didn't fail the attack. I was looking really to fail it completely, and then get to re-roll it on the off chance I might get a crit. But I didn't fail it. But I mean, I think it just shows that the limitations of the axes, and I could see glimmers of hope, even though it was pretty embarrassing. I mean, you didn't score very much, really.
I scored about 11.
You won.
Stopping masses.
But if things had gone a little bit differently, I'd have scored a couple more, and then it would have been closer. And so I can see. I mean, Zach said in the Path to Glory podcast, this deck he's played it. It's iteration after iteration, and it really needs practice. And I can really see that. I could almost see, well, okay, I probably did that wrong. I could change that, or the cards didn't come out in a great order, or just little changes you could make. And being longboarded from the outset is tough, and I've got swift capture.
That doesn't do
very
you many
hard
chances.
to score unless you get shifting reflection at the right time.
Or Faneway, I guess.
Or Faneway, at the right time. You can't do anything. I mean, but I couldn't do anything with that because I did have Faneway.
Oh yeah, I had Golgok sitting on it.
But you had Gargoyle sitting on it, and I had no distraction to get him off. There's no mischievous spirits. There is Restless Pride, and I almost think mischievous spirits it might be the better card to have.
I kind of feel that because I mean definitely now anyway because it's restricted. So you'd almost definitely. So it'd be interesting to see what would happen if we took out the restricted cards and then tried to rebuild these. I
don't mind doing that. We could do that for our next game, but I don't know whether people might want to see a bit more relevant warbands to play. But like you said, yours is absolutely gutted. Mine's a little bit gutted. So Blazing Soul, much use as that was. I've got Cryptic Companion somewhere. I think.
Yeah, Cryptic Companion's gone, and that's a big plus on this deck. That supposedly you get that on someone sitting.
I don't think I have got Cryptic Companion. If I have, I don't think I have got it because it didn't come out. So. Maybe I've. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Cryptic Companion.
There's a lot of, and I mean, this has got frenzied because frenzied search and Restless Prize are both now restricted. You wouldn't take either of those, I don't think, in this deck. But because of that, you probably wouldn't bother taking Frantic Search, and you probably wouldn't bother taking To the End either. So whilst they're not restricted cards, you then wouldn't bother taking them in your deck anymore. So that's about 9 or 10 cards you've got removed from your deck.
That completely rips the heart out of the deck, doesn't it? Because
and Nightmare in the Shadows is restricted as well now. So
that, if you take that out, if you start taking out the draw cards and the To the End cards, then you've basically got to come up with a whole new way of playing. Yeah, I don't know what I'd change. I mean, this has got Tome of Offerings in it. It's got Survival Instincts in it. Again, Survival Instincts is such a good card for the axes. I mean, you almost feel like the axes should be exempt from restricted cards. Because, Survival Instincts and Blazing Soul, they're reasonable cards for most warbands, but they are the lifeblood of the axes because they're so hard to inspire. And I didn't have Regal Vision or Blazing Soul in the deck from the off, so I had to try and get on objectives. And maybe Zach would say, well, you should have just thrown away your cards at the beginning. And we actually set this game up last week and then left it for a week. And I've been thinking on and off, should I throw away the 5 cards that I drew? Should I throw them away? And I just didn't know what to do because I just thought I could throw them away. And I had 3 ploys. I could throw them away and not get anything.
And then there were 5 upgrades or something like that.
Not get anything any better. They were reasonable. I think I had Jealous Defence, and I could see a situation where if I went on that objective, you would come towards me to attack me, and I could attack you back.
But I was lucky that I had distraction to shut you out of the way.
Yeah, and I had the reroll card. For reroll, and I had the double damage card. I thought actually against you, they're potentially very good. If you come anywhere near me, I might kill you. But you didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't actually expect you to come near me, but I thought that would be okay because I thought, well, that means I can consolidate my position and get on objectives. What I probably should have done is I forgot that Tef didn't move 3. I perhaps should have just put them back here and just tried to get on all 4 objectives. if you know what I mean. So put Tefk and Volta back here, put 1 on 1, 1 on 5, or some combination. Get somebody on 3, somebody on 2, and then it would have inspired more people without it having to contest this one, number 2, because you cut me to pieces contesting 2.
I mean, I put 2 there because I knew I had cards which meant I needed an objective in your half that was near to me that I could get a fecular onto for both the charging one.
But it was quite clever putting 2 there because it meant I had to then set these back.
Kept it back a bit further. I mean, it was lucky the fact that these starting hexes are where they are, so 5 had to go back another hex more than it could have otherwise done.
Again, this comes down to knowing the deck. I think, actually, with Shifting Reflection, with Faneway Crystal, it would have been better to have people out of the way and then teleported them back here later. And then I've got Spectral Wings that's in my hand now, so potentially you can do some damage from afar with that. So maybe that's a little bit of experience with the deck, or inexperience with the deck coming out.
I also wonder whether this is the Wurmspat are just naturally a harder warband for you to come up against because they're quite tough. They've got 2 shields, whereas you only have 1 shield. They've got 4 wounds, and whilst you can hit like a train, I can very easily start to chip that damage away with rolling shields.
Yes.
That just naturally is a counter to your effectiveness.
I think so, especially longboarded, because Zach said that Rippers, he loves playing Rippers, but I think Rippers are an easier proposition.
They can't reduce the damage, can they?
They can't reduce
if you
the
get
damage.
the hit through, they're toast.
And they don't do much damage.
No.
They haven't got so much chip damage, and until they're inspired, they don't do much damage. So you're kind of, you've got a better chance, I think, of cutting them down before they cut you down. Maybe.
Yeah, because the only way they inspire is you have to either target Ripper, which you can just ignore initially, or Ripper gets 3 upgrades. So
and then if you hit him with Tefk or Fuel beefed up, he can just take Ripper straight out, no problem.
Yeah, and there's always that doubt with these guys that if I roll that shield, you're a bit stuffed. Yeah.
So anyway, it was. I wouldn't say it was enjoyable. I did quite enjoy it.
Nice to see some of the older cards again.
Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy playing these, and maybe I will try and rework this deck into something, but I don't know. The problem with it is once it starts to go south, you're basically screwed. So basically, when you kill 2 of my guys, and I inspired 2 of them, didn't I? But it's just like, well, this is, it's done now. There's no way back.
And they kind of need a shields once 2 shields once inspired kind of setup, really.
Yeah.
Or at least some of them do.
Yeah. So I'm not sure there's any mileage in trying to make these guys good. Hopefully we'll get a new warband soon.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so. I think in the meantime maybe we'll just have to take some of our other decks and maybe try and make them legal again with the new far list.
Yeah, I've kind of put my Condemners away because I wanted to see what the new cards were. I think they will suffer a bit. Maybe I'll just go for something completely different, but I don't know what. I feel a bit in a doldrum with the game. I don't want to play Grimwatch, Hrothgorn, the Ghosts, because they're too sort of high. But then playing with the mediocre warbands isn't doing it for me either at the moment. So, although I loved the Godsworn Hunt games, but I feel like that's been taken away because of the Triumphant Hunt thing. And
there's no Hunt Quarry now.
Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling the need for. It's funny. I quite often say, I don't like it when they inject new cards into the game. But I'm definitely feeling the need for some new cards.
At that point now, I think maybe Lady Harrow needs to look in.
Yeah. We'll both turn up with Lady Harrow next week. I did think about playing her, and I thought I would when we went. But it was before lockdown. Now we went to our patron and said, who should we play? And I thought, I'm going to play Lady Harrow. I thought that's what they chose, and they chose the Condemners.
Yeah, but you had quite a good deck going there as well.
I don't know what I enjoyed that. Maybe I should look into that again. But I think they're in a bad place now. I think they've been hit by the far list, and there isn't enough other cards to make up for the ones that are missing. I think some of the other warbands, although they've been hit harder on paper, like they've had some real stuff cut out from them. I think they will be able to use the remaining tools better than the Condemners will, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. Whilst everybody gets hit with the same brush, as it were, some people get hit harder than others.
Yeah, there's a funny one though, because I think the Condemners haven't been hit so hard, but I think they had fewer choices, and now the choices. So the things I think although like Grimwatch have lost a lot of really good cards, I think they can still replace them with not quite so good cards, but still good cards. Whereas I think the Condemners, the good cards are going to have to go, and there's nothing to replace them with. So
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. Yeah. So anyway,
But there we go. That's how it's ended tonight. So we shall see you soon in the Beastgrave.
yes. Goodbye.
Bye.